everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Okay, it's good.
Hi.
Okay.
Yes, so it's been a while. I've been away for some time because of schoolwork and everything. So I'm back and ready to, continue from where we stopped. Okay, yeah, so today's topic says dating as a Christian Gen Z. It's an interesting topic, right? Yeah, so as you can see in the description box, it says dating as a Christian Gen Z. So this is a very interesting but yet controversial topic because everybody have their opinion, to this particular topic. So we are going to explain what a Gen Z describes dating to be, and then what God's idea is for dating. Okay, so we're going to dive right into the video. So first of all, we are going to explain how a Gen Z sees dating to be. So Gen Z sees dating as a point where they hang out, go out, wear matching outfits, do stuff together, including sex. Yeah, so a very good number of Gen Zs sees dating as a time to explore their sexual drive, sexual abilities. Yes, and then what is God's idea for dating? God's idea for dating is a time where two people come together with the intention to get married. Yes, so this is God's idea for dating. And then a Christian Gen Z sees dating as, okay, a Christian Gen Z would say they would not, have sex, while they are dating, but then they are doing other things that are related to it, which is, we see sex as we can define sex as an intercourse, penetration of the man's genital into the female genital. I'm going to mind my words so that to avoid YouTube guidelines, my violations. Yes, so that is sexual intercourse. And then the romance is the outer course, because it doesn't involve the penetration, but then it involves sex. So whether you insert or not, you are still having sex. So we can define the main action as the intercourse, and then the other activities that happen before the intercourse happens as the outer course. Okay, an average Christian Gen Z doesn't see a problem with kissing and other activities going on even while they are dating, because they feel like it is not part of it. But then I feel like this is a very important thing, because of course you can't kiss somebody without your hands going all over the place. So it's still the same thing. I still don't get why people still take this out of the fact that whether you are not having sex or you are having it, as long as you have an intimate relationship with this person that involves you touching and kissing and doing other stuff, you are indulging in sexual activities. So the Bible says, as long as you think it in your heart, even if you don't do it, as long as you think it in your heart, you've already done it. The Bible text is Romans 12 verse 2, and it says, "And be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." You see, because now the world has defined dating in a different, on a different ground, which is actually misleading a lot of young people, Gen Zs, into doing the wrong thing, because they believe that, okay, if we're abstaining, we can abstain from the intercourse, and then but we can do other things that does not involve penetration. But this is actually a very wrong notion, because as long as you engage in romance and kissing, you are actually involved in sexual activities. So you can't take it out of each other. They are all the same. Don't let anybody confuse you that, okay, you can kiss, you can touch, but you can't have sex. My dear, you are still committing a sin against God. So if you really want to do it the Christian way, you have to completely abstain from kissing, from romancing, from doing any of that. Yes. Now, what is God's idea for dating? We are going to look into that now. So this is a Bible study, so I'm actually going to open my Bible so we can read it together and hear what God has to say about dating. So we are going to open to the book of First Corinthians 7 verse 2 to 5. So I'm going to read it out loud. Okay. Now concerning the things whereof ye wrote unto me, it is good for a man not to touch a woman. Nevertheless, to avoid fornication, let every man have his own wife, and let every woman have her own husband. Let the husband render unto the wife due benevolence, and likewise also the wife unto the husband. So this is God's desire for dating. So in case you're a Christian Gen Z and you're watching me now, and you used to have the notion that you can do every other thing like me some time ago, and thank God has changed me. Yes, so you used to have the notion that you can do every other thing but not the penetration. My dear, I just want to tell you that it is a wrong notion, and if you really want to abstain completely, you have to do it completely. You have to abstain completely. I don't know how to use English again, but you have to just let go of every other thing and then just keep yourself till marriage. So, and this is why it is actually very wrong to have a very long period of dating, because you're expected to have it's expected that you date someone for a very short period and then just get married. There's no point dating for 7 years, 8 years, 5 years, only if you and your partner has an agreement to work out certain things before it's time for marriage. So yes, this is the only time where dating for long is allowed in Christianity. Okay. I know a lot of people might ask that, okay, where does the Bible state that kissing is not allowed, romance is not allowed? Okay, the Bible doesn't exactly state where kissing is not allowed. Anyways, for me, I've not actually seen it, but then I know it will definitely be somewhere in the Bible. And then, but just thinking about, I don't know if it's possible to kiss somebody without having the urge to push further. I don't know. I don't know though. So I don't think it's possible. I don't think it's possible. So it's better you just abstain if you don't want any of the long story to happen. The fear of pregnancy. All those my sisters that used to always pray for their period to come out. It's because you're engaging in premarital sex, because I don't know why you should be worried about your period if you are not doing anything. So, and then you start praying prayers like, ah, God, please, after this one, I will never do it again. It's a lie. You will still go back and do it. We know distance. So having said that, I'm going to mention some of the disadvantages of having sex while dating. Okay, so first of all, loss of interest. There will be a complete loss of interest in both partners. It's not just the man or the woman alone. It happens to both partners, because when you get to do things that you're meant to be doing while you're married, while you're dating, you tend to get tired of it. And then when the marriage, there's no even drive. There's not going to be a drive to push the relationship further, because you're already benefiting. You're already having all the mysteries to unravel. When you're married, you're already enjoying it now that you're single. So there will not be any need to push further. There will be lots of interest in both partners. And then 3, the fear of STDs. Of course, when you are engaging in sexual activities, premarital sexual activities, you tend to be exposed to diseases flying everywhere, because definitely the person you're having sex with is having with someone else that you don't know. So there's no certainty, there's no trust, there's no there's no certainty that this person is not having it with someone else, because he's doing it with you. So they are definitely going to have someone else too that they are. Number 4, this is actually a very, very, very important point, because it says lack of focus on the vital aspects of life. Yes, it's true because when you're dating, when you're involved in sexual activities while dating, you tend not to be interested in other things that matters. This is why a lot of people are blinded, a lot of people are clouded. Your judgments will be clouded because the time where you are supposed to think about the important things about your relationship or your future, you use sex to, okay, sorry, we have to mind our words. So you use the, to cover up the period where you're supposed to think about things and plan about your future. The fear of breakup. Of course, when you are engaged in premarital sex, there will be loss of interest, and this will lead to breakup because when someone is no longer interested in you, there's nothing else pushing them to be with you. So they want to leave you and move to the next person. So single parent situation, of course, when you get pregnant, you tend to be a single mother or father because the person you're with might no longer be interested in getting married to you, and then they move on and you move on, and this is why we have a high rate of single parenting. And then we're also now going to talk about the advantages of waiting. Knowing your partner deeper and better. Of course, you have time to understand this person. You have time to communicate. You have time to talk about things that are important. You have a lot of time to know them better. There'll be space for God to come in. Of course, when you are having premarital sex in your dating period, you don't have time to call God because of course you even be feeling guilty. You feel dirty, you feel like you don't deserve to call God. So there won't be any place for God to come in, and God cannot come into a filthy relationship. God likes a pure relationship. He likes where he can have his way, communicate with both spouse and everything. So there will be space for God to come into your relationship, and then there will be time for you to pray together, study the word of God together, and do other fun activities. Number three, there will be more interest in both parties because there is going to be a drive. There's going to be a drive because you know where you're going, you know where you're heading. So there will be a drive and interest. You just want to be with this person, you just want to always be in communication with this particular person. There is going to be a lot of interest in, but we no fear of STDs, there will be no fear of pregnancy, and no, there will be room for better communication. There are no other activities eating out of your time. There will be better opportunities to talk, go out together, communicate, spend quality time together talking about important things that has to do with your future. Yes, so having said this, I hope this has blessed somebody. If you're my sister out there, you're my brother out there, a Christian, and you're sure that you're a Christian and you want to do your relationship the godly way, please abstain from intercourse and outer course. Don't separate them from each other. It's one thing. It's one thing. Yes, so abstain from any of this and glorify God in your relationship so that when you're finally married, you'll be happy you did. There won't be any unnecessary fear, and your marriage will work well by the grace of God. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and don't forget to subscribe if you're a new subscriber. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in my next video.